Today we're going to make a pattern with stamp blocks. First thing we're going to do is shrink our cat because the cat is too big. So here's the cat sprite. Here's the costumes he has. We're only going to use one of the costumes. I'll use the first one. So I'm going to switch over to scripts and click on the shrink my cat down so that he can repeat what he does. Why would I want the cat to repeat? That's right, so he's making a pattern. I click somewhere away from the cat and he'll stop shrinking. Now, for my pattern, what will I have the cat do? When someone clicks the green flag, my cat is going to move 10 steps. That's quick, not too far, and then he's going to do something. What could I have the cat do? Could I have him change his direction? Let's see what that will look like. After he does that, I want to stamp, leaving an image of the cat on the screen. I'm going to try that here. Click the green flag. Did anything happen? Click away from the blocks. There we go. Now it looks like there's two cats, but there's not. And we'll see that in a second. So now I'm going to click on. He's turned left. What will that look like? Whoa. It's definitely changed direction. Maybe I don't want him to look like that. Maybe I want him to facing up. Let's see what that looks like. Cool. Now, I don't want to have all these cats here. So I need to run a separate script. Going to the event blocks, and I'm going to use the space key. When the space key is pressed, so I want my cat to go back to the original position. So, original position is about right here. If I switch to the motion blocks, it tells me exactly where his X and Y, X being where he is on the screen from the left to the right, and Y being where he is on the screen from the top to the bottom. And down here, when I move my mouse pointer, I can see the X and the Y values change from positive numbers to negative numbers. If you're bored, you can always try to find out exactly how big the screen is. So, right now, this is where the cat's at, and that's where I'm going to have him go back at the end. Also, I want him to point in the right direction. And the last thing is, I'm going to want to clear any other things I might have done. Okay, let's see how that looks. Press the space key, he's back to the original place. That's great. Okay, if I go to control, I see that I can wait for a second after I do things. I might want to have him wait in between things he does so we can see what's happening. So the first thing I did was I clicked the green flag, had him move 10 steps. He pointed in a direction and he stamped. Now, after he points in a certain direction, I want him to return to the regular direction. So if I have him point up and stamp after waiting for a second, I would like him to point in the proper direction again, which is 90 degrees to the right. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, now my cat's in the way, but if I move him, I can see that he's stamped on the screen and he's changed his direction. That's good. Let's reset by pressing the spacebar. Okay, what could my cat do next? After he points in direction 0, which is up, he goes back down to pointing right. I'm going to have him move again. So he can move another 10 steps. I'm worried the 10 steps won't be far enough for the cat each time we stamp to be seen. So we might have to figure out how far he should move so that it's a different, separate stamp from the other one. So each time he moves 10, let's see if he moves far enough so that we can see each thing that he does. So he's moved 10 steps. What if I go to looks and change his color? I wonder what'll happen. Let's find out. Oh, what did I forget to do though? Stamp, correct. Ready? Okay, so I ask you, is he moving far enough away that I can see each thing that we're stamping? I don't think so either. So we're gonna have to change those moves. How many steps do you think you should take? I'm gonna try 50. Let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna reset. And when I reset, did he go back to the original color? No, he didn't. So if I go back to looks, I can clear graphic effects over here. Ready? Let's press the spacebar again. There we go. Now let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's almost enough. I think we're really close. So we have two options. We can shrink the cat a little bit more or make him move a little bit farther. I'm going to try 60. See if that works. Now can we see the difference? Good. My next question would be, do I really need my cat to move the first time? I agree with you. Let's take out the move block. I'm actually going to stick it down here because I can use it down there. So the very first thing he's going to do is change his direction and stamp, and that'll be the first thing in my pattern. Then he's going to wait a second. He's going to point back to the right, move, change his color, stamp. I want him to change his color back. How could I do that? You're right. Could use this clear graphic effects block. Let's put that back in, and then he's going to move 60 steps again. Okay, spacebar. We keep checking, we keep changing things one at a time, and we test it out. Good. Oh, awesome. So I see direction change, then I see color change. What else could I change? And looks. If I go down here, change size. Now 10. I wonder how much that is. If I ever want to see what something looks like, I just click the block. Oh, does that look like it's enough? Wonder what 20 would look like. If I click it twice, That's 20. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to do 20. It's going to change size by 20. Then what do I need to do? I need to put a stamp block. After I put the stamp block, and he stamped his size, the next thing I need to do is go back to the original size. How am I going to do that? Instead of plus 20, what if I did minus 20? Do you think that would work? How could we check? That's right, let's click the block. Hey, it worked. Perfect. Okay, let's run our program again and see what happens. Looks good. I'll pull that cat out of the way. I definitely see 3 things happening. All right. Now, here's my question. Is this a pattern? You're right, it's not a pattern. A pattern has to repeat. So, if I want my pattern to repeat, I can do all these blocks again, but that's going to take a little while, and I don't want to take a long time to do this. So I've got a secret. If we go to control blocks, and I pick a repeat block, all I got to do is make it go around all these blocks. I just pull it over until it's making that nice white line underneath the green flag click block, and I let go. Now 10 times is too many, but I could do it 2 times. Let's see what happens. Oh, I just thought of something. After I do this, I don't want the cat to be in the way. So, I think I'm going to make him hide. Ready? Here we go. I see a problem with my code. Do you see what the problem is? I think there's something I need to debug right here. Something that didn't happen. It looks like he's right on top of the big cat. So he changed his size, he grew big. I think he grew smaller. But what did he not do? That's right, he didn't move 60 steps. So I need to add that in. Where do you think I should add that? At the top? At the bottom? Let's try it. And how many steps? Good. Now let's see what it looks like. Watch what happens when I press the reset button. There's no cat. See the hide? We have to reset the cat. We have to remember that we have him hiding. So to get him to come back, we go to looks and we grab a show block and we put the show block right here. I'm going to press the space bar again. Now we're in business. Let's click the green flag and see if we've made a pattern. Ready? Do we have a pattern? Does it repeat twice? Awesome. Now can you write about your pattern and explain everything that you did? Good job.